So part of this is my testing, of course. We're gonna have a look at this. So yeah, this is an integrated White Knight made or Crossley made Kenwood branded. What's the model code on this? KVT1I. Yeah, and it's a sensor drive, of course. It does rattle a bit. Anyway, it rattles quite a bit because the previous owner did put a new heater on it. It worked very short briefly and then it stopped heating again. But when I went to go and put the new machine in, yeah, it was so what I'm going to do, it wasn't, I was going to put on timed dry. Just come up and load dried then. It sounds horrendous. Anyway, I'm not going to repair it. Partly because it's integrated, partly because it needs obviously more work than just the heater, whatever that is. I'd like to say it's the bearing, but it just feels like something's just not attached. It feels like something's in the drum, and it isn't. There's nothing in it. The motor fan's very quiet though. Hang on. The motor fan's very quiet. I know, it's dragging it through though. Thermostat's fine. Oh, it's getting hot. So I'll just throw some clothes in. I'm going to put on the sensor drying. The sensor drying works anyway, I think, pretty much, because you've got the sensor band that goes around it. But it just sounds like that. It sounds like something's in it. So yeah, I'll put it on. Sure it does. Oh, now I can hear it. Anyway, yeah, so it's been like that for ages. I'm just going to scrap it because I don't see the point in repairing it. I'm going to take off the electronics though, because of course the sensor driver is sort of, you know, needed. I'm going to take the sensor bars off as well, off the paddles and stuff like that. So I'm going to take the sensor bars off and the sensor band off the drum, and then scrap the drum and stuff like that, and scrap the rest of the machine. Take the heater off as well, since it's brand new. It literally did 2 hours work and then it says it just wouldn't heat again. It is clearly heating, but the airflow was so poor once it was going out of the thing, I think it just caused it just basically not dry anymore, which is what happens a lot. Right, let it do its thing. Oh, see if it dried. We're going to talk about 40 minutes. It didn't dry. Like at all. Weird. in for low, out for high? I don't know. We'll just see how hot that gets. It heats up perfectly fine, so basically this isn't even censoring anymore. Oh well. Right, let's test 3 more. What we got? We'll start off with this Heya HW 1439. Alright, so the only right, great. It wouldn't stay up before, and now it won't come down. I've got the manual, unfortunately. Ugh. That's not too bad actually, that's in its bag still. That hasn't been affected. Manual though, yeah, gone. Yeah, so the grey Samsung that's been featured on my channel is that she had that for about 4 years. Then that was overfilling, and you know, and I think from now, obviously using it, I can see what happened. It's overfilled because it's gone into sort of a weird error code mode, a weird, you know, fault with the board, which it has, and then it's obviously, you know, started to deteriorate. Anyway, then she had this from brand new for 6 months. Yeah, I ended up with it, and it wasn't even out of warranty because she had enough of it. Basically, every 2 weeks, she was saying every 2 weeks it was come up saying clean the filter. Apparently, and it wouldn't do anything until I cleaned the filter. She had enough of it. Then she had a Grenier washer dryer because she didn't know, she was also mid-moving, and she didn't know whether she would have room for a washer dryer, for a washing machine and separate tumble dryer. Got the Grenier washer dryer. So I basically installed the washer dryer, installed the new Grenier, and I took this away for her. And then she had that, and then that's gone now. Something went with it, I don't know. Don't ask me what it is. And then she's now got a Hotpoint Active Care 9 kilo, also in graphite, and that's the thing though. Well, every machine she's had stuff in graphite. Does this have doesn't have drum clean on it, does it? Which is annoying. Right. I'll put some cleaner in that in a minute. Right. This, I've sold a Bosch and got this back. Well, I'll tell a lie. I went out to it first and got this back. I think the spider's fine actually. The drum spider's fine, but the bearings are collapsed. So yeah. So all we're gonna do with this is run a drum clean, make sure that things work. But then I might be dropping a tub into it yet. Yeah, it's a BWD 71252. Unfortunately, it's not on the recall list. Then we've got this Beko XL9, which apparently is all fully working. Nobody knows I got it. Posted locally. She put it up for free, fully working. Once it gone, people messed her around. She put it on the end of the drive. Still wants to know where it went though. Like, you should have put it on the end of the drive. Otherwise, not turn it on. I think I plugged it in. Oh yeah, I plugged it in, not switched it on. So yeah. This is a new C, just a quick update on this as well. Put a load in on it. It was fine on the first spin, but when it got to the second spin, which was slightly more unbalanced, it made quite a rattly noise. Almost sounding like the Spider, but it's not. It's and it worked out. It's something to do with the suspension. Don't know whether it's top springs or the bottom dampers. Need to have a look. I don't know. It sounds like the top springs just need greasing, really. I'll just plug it in. That's the Becco switched on. So we'll have a look at this new C a bit later on. I'm going to put a little bit of this in both this, because obviously I'm just scrapping it anyway, just making it smell basically a little bit better. Becco, I'm going to put it in the drawer, just in case it's not programmed in for whatever reason, which I've had before. Can't turn it off though. I just put clean through it, and then I picked it up and was like, it's still on daily quick. I'll leave them all to do the thing. That's heating up just fine. That's not, well, started heating, but it's going to be a while considering how much water's in there. That's quite warm actually, that's just as warm as that, and that's on this side of the plastic. So imagine how hot it actually is inside. To be fair, hey, actually do get closer to 90 than any other manufacturer. Yeah. So, I've had obviously the LG unplugged for a while, for a bit, whilst I've been running these. Now, FF and TE. Sometimes it just comes with FF. Now it comes with, and sometimes it comes with FF and TE. So the error code is there after all that. How bizarre. finished. Ooh, that is hot now. And so is that actually. Yeah, I'll look at this. So we've got a Creeder reverse there, 37.642 with a pretty much new hose. This is picked up with the Bosch WFS 1430 from the same house. So let's have a look. That's the wrong way. Right, put that in. Shut it up. Grab the plug. Load on. So it does. Take a look at this. Inset IWB 71250. Apparently it's just stopped draining. And after he's taken the pump apart and then put it back together, he said, nah, it didn't work. So I presume it's the board. He's had enough one off me, honestly. He's got my time now. The thing is, pump's free. Could be a board issue. So, we'll see. Drum. Perfectly fine. The back's off down there. He's taking it off. So we'll have to get put a screw back in afterwards. Drain. I'll just do something again. Well, I've been running for 10 minutes. Getting hot. Working. Yep, I'll attach the pipes, put that back in, try and run a nice wash, see what happens. It might stop draining, but I can't quite tell at the minute whether it's the pump or whether it's actually just maybe a sticky relay in the board. Right, put some right, taking longer just to get back, but I've just got back in time for this. Weirdly, it's just opened up, which is amazing really. It's gone through what looks to be the whole wash, but now I've got this flashing. Interesting. Well, just shut it back up. Run the 15-minute wash. Let it do its thing, see what it does. This time around. Also, we need to rinse it out. It's clearly boiled and drained and then done something. Oh, it's coming up now. That's very bizarre how codes are now flashing. I wonder though if it's, yeah, think it's a thermostat fault. Might be wrong. The only reason why I'm thinking that now is I've gone from like a 60 wash or 90 wash, whatever you call it, onto a 30 wash, and it's not on the doing anything. Come back to that. And just a note, this isn't an error code apparently. Go figure. No idea what it is. Oh well. Right, so this is the indicate site. Let me show you. Right. If I put the first 4 in and not this, I get a F15 fault, which is heater control fault, which would be right. But if I put this one in, which is flashing, it just says no faults. But if I just put just that one in, so let's say it was just start pause flashing, it would be an F16. But because I rarely get faults with the LED ones, or I've not had many LED ones in, I've had mostly Hotpoint Smarts in with a full LED in, full LCD screening, that means I've always had an actual code to go off. It's very rare I get actual codes. So I can't remember myself whether this start pause is supposed to flash when it's faulty. Right? I'm going to presume it's an F15 fault and work on that, which is a heater fault. It could be just the stat, but it could be the board locking on. And more bizarrely, after like 5 minutes of showing the error code, it's not going to start pause for some reason. It does still locked, but that makes sense. Right, what I'm actually going to do is put it on rinse and spin. See what it does. It might just come up with the error code. It might fill up with water. If it starts filling up with water, then I reckon it's something to do with the thermostat. No, I think it's board related. But I'm going to try a thermostat fit or look at. I'm going to see what the continuity is like on the heater and on the thermostat. But I think we've got a board error. I'm going to go off that. So we'll have a look at that later. But for now I'm just going to leave it, focus on some other machines. I'm going to take this out. This has run fine. Suspension is really nice on this actually. I'm going to take the door seal off, go soak it. I put obviously the, what do you call it in, the citric acid. It has turned it slightly green, so it has reacted a little bit. But sometimes when I soak it again, sometimes it gets that white, back to grey again. So yeah, I've got some more machines to test as well. Let's test this from auction. But before we start, that is what I took out of the rear vent hole down here. Yep, it is horrendous down here. They have cleaned this out. They have cleaned the filter as they've gone along. I don't think they've not done that, but we know how awful these are for bypassing. Oh my god. I've heard of money laundering, but that's ridiculous. Oh my god! What else is down there? switch it on. But hi, leave it be. Perfectly. So, make a nice easy refurb. Now I'll put some towels in. Let it dry. That's gone through the wash stage fine. Like the thing. And then I'll try on mixed coloured cotton 40 and see what it does, because that's what they were using it on. But I think we've got a broken thermostat. Yeah. Right, let's try this out. It solder's fully working. I bought it off Facebook. But yeah, that's the depth. It's a max 4 kilogram load, Bosch 2060. We'll set it to 90. We're going to put it on quick wash. We're going to put some oh, also this I saw it in the ad. All that's happened is I think the door seal's been taken off at some point, but it's not been put back on properly either. Door seal needs cleaning anyway, but looking at it, this looks like the exact same door seals as normal classics, or you know, of the time. So I think got one of the Max 5 ones, like the old Max ones lying around. So I'm just going to put that on. Hopefully that will fit, and then I can go and soak this and clean it. Right, what we're also going to do is set this. It's finished its cycle, so what I'm going to do is put it on program 3 at 40. See if it starts flashing. And I think it'll be doing it later on, so we'll see what happens. That door's a lot bigger than you think it is, actually. Not as big as the actual Bosch ones, but even so, it's quite big. Yeah, that's heating, as it would do. So what we need to keep an eye on is what happens in, say, 40-50 minutes time, whatever. Especially after, say, if it drains and does do an intermediate cycle or not, etc. The Bosch Max. Don't know if it starts heating yet. Anyway, I got this LG from auction. I paid a bit more of a pretty penny for this, actually. Normally I try and get them very cheap from auction. But even so, I paid... I haven't overpaid by any long shot. But I think I paid about 70-80 quid for it. Something like that. Anyway, I already knew about this anyway, so we've got some stones in the filter there, which I've taken out as I've put it in. And that's in there. We've got a mouldy seal. That's kind of normal. So we've got a jet up here, but I reckon it's clogged. Can you see? There. So we've got one and then another there. Oh no, not there. There. We'll see. And then it's just full of, look, there's a wrapper down here, and then there's a sticker here. Come on. Wow, that is on tough. That's come mostly off. Right. It's got speed 14, but unlike say the turbo washer, it goes to 800. Hygiene, which limits it to 60, so I reckon it's a bit like allergy-ish. Right. So, TCL. Doors locked, detecting the load. selected 1, which obviously means empty. Now 18. I didn't realise it's got turbo wash on this. So how late on is this model? I know it's obviously overtook the 11 kilo one I've got, which is that old that you have the standard logos on it. So it'd be interesting. And I think this dates after the washer dryer version I've got of this. So this must have been really late on. It has... I was going to say it's got steam. I don't know actually. We know it tumbles. Wow. I love this little animation up here, look. It's showing you what it's doing. We'll do the same again. I think it does it that way then, in a minute. You can hear this roaring away actually. Wow, that's actually, whoa, That got hot very quickly. It wouldn't surprise me if that uses a 2 kilowatt heater. Yeah, I've not loved it completely out. Right. But I have just realised something is, it seems to be doing this exact thing exactly when the heat is supposed to switch off. But what's bizarre is that the error code should really only be kicking in for whatever reason, say after, say, you switch off. Because what should then be happening is it carries on heating, the thermostat realises that, so that actually the heat relay is still open, and then for an error code. The board doesn't necessarily know that the heat relay is still open, so it's a bit bizarre. Because it's not actually done the wash stage after the heat, has it? That's pretty much at boil already. Ow! That is hot. Going absolutely perfect. There's something wrong. Oh, actually, no, actually. And it is heating. So I'll look at this then. Yeah, this. White Knight. I just picked up off the street. Got a funny feeling this still works. Because it actually looked like they're clearing out one of the flats. I know obviously the door's pretty, but look at it actually, that's broken, that's broken, that's broken, doesn't really matter. I've got a door. I've probably got a fascia somewhere, sort of, that could possibly replace it. But look how old it is. It's a WK427. I reckon this is quite old now. It works. Doesn't surprise me. This has got the proper. So some of these have this brush on to prevent excess filling at the bottom. Even if it doesn't work. For example. John's fine. Look how built up it is at the back. That's built up, that. Look at the grime inside there. Probably needs a really good. That's interesting. That's a CL427. That says a WK427. Yes, that doesn't actually sit all the way down because of how much crud's at the bottom. Just these are, to be honest, that's the belt, that. Flacking about. Yeah, still heating. Fan's not too bad either. Not bad. Right, so I left these running once I was gone. Once the Bosch is fine, but the LG just stopped, not draining, and it still locks as well. So I'll empty it manually and then go from there. Right, so let's see what drains now. Maybe the pumps broken. But I think the pump's broken. Is it tapping? By the way, this isn't fixed. This is still broken, but I need to re-spin these towels. They've gathered all the water over the last couple of days and they're absolutely soaking. So oh yeah, this gets hot really, really quickly. I'll have a cup myself. It did the whole spin, got to the end, goes to unlock, and that. Amazingly, right, the suspension of this is a lot better than any Bosch, full-size Bosch, from the same area. How? Well, it is dry. 80 minutes about right then. Cool. So, the 24 hours. About 24 hours later, after I switched off at the wall, I didn't unplug it. and we have now done what, 15 minutes of washing. And we're eating at about 30-ish degrees right now, 35. Well, we got to the end of the cycle. Go like 1200 briefly and back down again. And yes, that noise that you hear is just like normal. Right. So I'm taking the NTC out. There's quite a lot of like corrosion between it, which is that, and the actual heater here. So I'm gonna get what I'm gonna do is get me multimeter and then see what's kind of happening. But it wouldn't surprise me if this corrosion, it never really happens, is causing it to fault. Might just be better just change the whole heater over. In fact, I'm going to do that. Change the whole heater over, and then I'm going to do multi-testing afterwards on it. But I reckon that's what's happened. Right. So what we've done, changed the heater over. Now, that's the heater that came out. To be fair, it's pretty clean. Also looking at the actual machine, it's going to need brushes before I resell it. It's running fine at the minute, but with that much carbon dust on the back, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's kind of corroded here. See? And same on the back of the heater, because it's corroded. I think once it stops, something's going on with that. It's connecting with the back here, and I think the water that's attached to it is giving this a false reading. Because the way these work is obviously as you warm it up, the resistance goes down. Having that is going to reduce the resistance, you know, if it's that. Just a guess, but we'll see what happens. So what I've done, put it on spin. Last time it went on spin yesterday, after it finished its spin, it started flashing anyway, so that's why I'm not doing it with water just yet. The heater's got some towels in, and hopefully it should balance fine. I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, pretty fine. Balance fine. Right, so let's get to this drain pump here. What I've had to do is take off the front as normal. Now, but then you can't access this pump properly. This is the main board that sits in the front. Yeah. And the only way I think is to get this off. You can't actually take this out properly. So I've undone it. I've undone the pins there. I've undone the whole housing just so I can at least try and turn it a little bit, but truth be told, what I'm going to have to do is get my screwdriver and unscrew the screws manually and take the pump off. And of course there's 3, so there's 1. Two. Is that 2? 2. Yes, I'm now bleeding. Great. I'll come back to it in a second. So, no, it's not the heater. It's not that. That's the case, that's the main board. Go dig one out, put it on, go from there. Ready? Yeah, it's broken. We'll get another, isn't there a skull one? I don't know. Anyway, I've got a skull. I've got a newer skull pump somewhere. I think that uses the same pin setup. Told you, new. It actually comes with these as well. They're actually fixing brackets. Not that they actually need them too much, but look at the difference between these two. So we've got a skull and the Chinese one. The body's a lot smaller and the heat sink is not cooled. It's not cooled actually. So what happens is, or it's a lot smaller shall I say. So water normally sits behind there and that keeps this cool, which will make it last a bit longer. Don't worry about the pins aren't quite the same, but doesn't matter, they'll go in anyway. But the whole setup is exactly the same, so it's just a case of shove on, put the screws back in and away we go. Might change the seal, possibly. No actually, no, we're going to keep the seal the same. The blade's like a lot thicker, look. Weirdly though, LG did used to use these, so nothing's changed on the board, just who do they get them from? Right. Pause. But one thing I haven't seen yet, it wouldn't make any sense on tub clean, which is fine, but I've not seen the jet. Right, I'm gonna let it do its thing and see if the jet kicks at any point. So we've got one jet pump sorted, now we need to sort the other. But this one is working. It's perfectly working, however there is nothing coming out of there. So I'm going to have a look at that T-spigot again. There's a T-spigot on this, there's a T-spigot on the other, the washer dryer. Yeah, more so on the washer dryer, it made sense, it got filled with fluff. This one though, not sure. But it's worth having a look. Right, so a quick look at this. I'm not going to plumb it in just yet. I'm just going to put it on spin only. Because this should have the E09 error. Yeah, you can hear it. Right, come on. Right, there we go. So, brushes are worn down. Yeah, it had E09 apparently, which is caused by either brushes, which you can hear how sparky they are, or a board. But because of brushes, we'll stick some brushes in, we'll get it on shortly. You would think I've got some spare brushes in my box. Right. Oh, that needs brushes, don't it? Or a board. Who knows? There's another Becker that also needs brushes. We'll bring in... We'll go get a hoover down. No, we'll go get a hoover from outside in. Have a look at this then. It's a hoover. I guess it's a dynamic, I think. One touch. Turn on. Oh. I just remembered. Yeah, this is coming from the street. That it's missing its front thing. It has got its filter, but it was already taken out actually. Believe it or not. And thrown with the machine. That sounds quite loud actually. But then I guess hoovers always have been. Yeah, I can't get it on because there's no fuse. I'll fix that because I've got... Let me get a fuse and a covering. Also, can't tell the model number because all the numbers are fallen. Yeah, fallen. 942? No, that's a serial number. Do you have it on the back? No, you don't. Do I have it on the back, do you? Oh no, oh, is it down here? No. Oh no, there it is, yeah. HL1692D3. What's the candy one? Because you always... Oh, GV1683W. At least it candy put it up there. I was going to say, oh, it's failed. No, it's not. It does this. Never understood why, though. Because it's kind of like building up, ready to spin kind of thing, and then it just builds within the program to just kind of stop. But then, me, the professional is the same, doesn't it? I mean, we might not know exactly what's wrong with it. They might just throw it out for no reason. There might be a hidden board issue. The valves might not work yet. They might have had an issue, think it was the washing machine. But it wasn't. So far, we're pretty much working. Yeah, these are all designed horrid. Should be fine after they've done this. Bits. So that one's the one I got about 3-4 years ago, I took the door seal off it after I did a couple of washes. It was still being a bit horrid. You can still look, see? Bits coming out. So that one was the one I had a couple of weeks ago with the faulty valve that never went faulty, out with the missing pump cover. I don't know about that too much at the minute. But them two are in, because them two are also, oh, I have got that, by the way, that's just over there, around there. These two are in because once they're cleaned out and I'm happy, they're going in with the Turbo Wash 360. So we'll have Turbo Wash 360 versus Turbo Wash versus a non-Turbo Wash model. Yeah. Right, I'll come back to that in a minute. We are working. Although this jet is quite odd. Most of it's going on the load and some of it's going on the door. So let it drain out, put it onto drum clean again. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw some towels in and just do a quick, okay, maybe not. Maybe not in this, I think this needs another clean. This was horrid even when I got it, so it's not any, you know, this isn't 4 years of, this has been sat around for 4 years. Basically, it was boil washed last, but it was that bad that even after I think like 5, 6, 7 cycles, it still had that distinct horrid smell. Oh, yeah. See? Right. This one's not too bad actually. Odd bits, but not too bad. I need to find a door clasp for the door clamp for that, but it run fine without it. So I'm trying something out with this. That. So I'm gonna see how soapy it gets. But what I'm gonna do, I've put in 1 dose of Vanish stain remover. Well, not Vanish, but stain remover into there. These have got normal, some towels in 95, but on a turbo wash. That's on turbo wash, and that's on turbo wash at 95. Look how short the wash is. Oh yeah, it was 1 rinse on it. That's 1 out of 22. Hang on. I've also got another new problem. It's this Samsung dryer. Ignore that. I've still not put the door seal on yet. It's there, ready to go. But there's also another problem. So that has remained half full during the entire run. And of course the question is, where's all the water going, if that's all there is? Right. But when the pump kicks in, all it's doing is going back and forth, back and forth. It's not actually spinning. It's doing, if you hear a pump normally when it's going did it like that, basically it's trying to free itself up and then turn kind of way. It does it repeatedly, very quickly. Well, it's doing the exact same noise, and I don't think it's actually draining into the top tank. So, but where's all the water if there is? And this does have a float switch, which works, unlike that one, which I would say it works, but what it does, it mustn't go, because the whole thing that lays forwards, can you see? The whole thing is slightly that way. It's never enough to actually trip the float switch in the bottom of the base, so it just leaks out at the bottom here on this. But that hasn't tripped yet, which is bizarre. Alright, so it's stepping motion now. That's doing rolling action. The whole thing's balled up. Literally. Oh, it's freeing itself up. Yep. Didn't take more than 3 seconds of running it to say it was brushes are low. Commentator's not too bad actually, it's quite even. No lumps, no nicks. And these are worn equally as well. I'll put some new ones on. There we go. Anyway, once this back out now. So the trouble with this is, look, so one brush has worn down to nothing, and this brush has got half. One of two things have happened here. Either somebody's replaced one brush and not the other, or there's a problem with the commentator, which I'm not entirely sure. Look, if I I've got my phone here. Right. Which I'm going to put to... If I put it there, you can see it. If I turn the belt at the back... It's not too bad. So I don't know. It is also unbelievably rusty. So it'll make somebody a nice cheap machine. I'll sell this a bit cheaper than what I normally do. Other than that, yeah, we've got some brushes on it. Look at it, it's full of it. Now, so what we'll do is... I'm going to enter the filter and then start again. Right, put on the speed wash. That's just to try and rinse out more of that gunk first. Look at this. Smell okay actually. They're okay. Not brilliant, but they're okay. I'll take that out now. I'll drain it off and then that's ready for whenever I record it. Yeah. Interestingly, because this is not a turbo wash, this has got quick 30 instead. This is yet to spin. Well, I think, I don't know. It's yet to spin on the final spin, let's put it that way. So yeah, we're leaking, and now... That is quite good, it just directs it directly to the door. I'll keep an eye on this, because this appears to be leaking. Although it's only just started leaking. is this is it this filter? Maybe? We'll get a towel. Ooh, spin. Maybe? So that has failed to spin. Looking a lot cleaner now. Yes, it's not entirely balanced, but even so. Please do anything. These are damn to spin. We're spinning. It took a while, but we're spinning. Possibly because I've only got 3 towels in. Now, let's test this out. Tom's finally finished. It's taken 4.5 hours. So we put brand new brushes in. Hopefully it should work. But that also being said, it is possible to take out the little DC board as well. See what happens. We are working. We'll try something out. All in one go. So put it in. It's a cup of citric acid and a dose of sort of vanish. That'll do its thing. So I just finished it. It was like 40 minutes for like ages. So despite these being on a bar wash, they still smell. I'm going to take this door seal off. It's a bit of a pain to get off because this doesn't have a door band here. What you got to do is count it. See this? All these, yeah, all these secured to the tub. See? But we're now fully working to a degree. Put this on a quick rinse. It's not leaking. Them filters are horrible. Right, let's have a look at this. So, quickly do W59 since it seems to want to work. But it's now draining, it's just taking forever. It's about having nothing in there. Let's see if this hits for 60, 33. amazing. It's draining, but really slowly. And that's unbelievably slow. And there's nothing in the filter. Gotta be something in the sump then, I suppose. Maybe? Yep, it just turns out it's just draining that slowly. It's draining, just unbelievably slowly, despite having an empty filter, and as far as I can feel, nothing in the sump. So this is a good boil wash out, I think. We've finally got low enough to spin. Still not fully drained out yet. Still not fully drained out. Where do you get 90 then? I do 90, that's all I can do. Hopefully the hot water will try and shift whatever it is. Because there's nothing in that filter. This is heating up. Quite nice actually, it's up to 30 now, 12 minutes in. You can get 60 on these if you load up less than 2 kilo. That's getting temperature. That has got up to temperature. That is hot. That's draining as well. Well, I'm not entirely sure why this is thrown out. Oh dear. Look, that's just normal dirt. This come from the tyre garage. Oddly enough, when I went to go get my tyres, tracking done. Well, I went and I took the van for another reason, for the valve, the car, for tracking. This was thrown out. Is that it? Alright, I'm going to put some actual towels in. Yeah, balanced up. Right, so it's gone through its main wash fine drain, going to spin. Presumably it would have done a cool down as well. So it's still taking ages to drain. Right. Do you know what? It's not that loud. And they're brand new brushes, so once they've been ran in a bit, it'll be even quieter. So this is on distribution right now, not actual spin. But I'm gonna guess the reason why it may have been chucked out is because of the dampers. Look how bouncy they are. Doesn't really surprise me. When I put it in the van, because I put it on its side, I could see the dampers and they had basically no grease left on them. Final rinse. Yes, granted that there's only 3 towels in there, but even so, 3 towels should be enough to balance the load. But realistically, probably the only reason why it's been thrown out, than the fact they snapped the dispenser off. Drawer handle off. They're just all balled up. I ain't gonna spin that, I'll just cut out. That is pretty balanced. Should be quite an easy machine to work on. Them brushes are way louder than that can be.